Hi, friends. How are you? Okay, I know I got some crazy things going here, like that. I'll explain that in just a second. I just want to be sure that everybody can get on here and this is happening the way it should happen. Let's be sure. Yeah, there I am. Crazy. Yeah, sorry. Started playing. All right, I'm excited. I'm so excited to share this with you, but I have a couple things first that I just want to do a shout out about because I seriously, today I woke up and I got this like, well, it's not like a really big pimple, but it was like a big enough one, like whitehead whole thing, red around, I thought, well, perfect. First I was like, oh, seriously, I'm doing a live tonight. And then I thought, well, no, wait, this is perfect because I want to show you guys what I do. So this is charcoal mask, one of my, with a big thumbprint on the front, my charcoal mask. This product is so awesome. So for those of you that deal with this, just every once in a while, I really don't deal with it that much anymore because I'm, pretty diligent about my skin and just my age being 56. Can't believe that. But charcoal mask, what this does, charcoal mask, it literally has the heat activated charcoal particles literally absorb the stuff, because what happens is your hair follicle pore gets clogged, dirt, oil, bacteria, dead skin cells. That's why retinol helps, and I'll tell you why in a second. All kind of clogs that, and then that's what happens. So I tend to kind of sit and I put my hand on my chin a lot, and that's probably what happened. So charcoal mask on it. You can leave it on overnight. Don't do that while you're retinizing. Okay, this is I just wanted to show you this little tip. So I'm going to leave that there because I know it's like weird. All right. Hello to all of you all over the place, streaming in 3 places. I have on my 5-minute face. I'm going to take you through the retinization, your first, like if you were starting with this product like today, I'm going to take you through that. I'm going to take off my face, but I did want to tell you guys, because I wanted to start with some makeup on. I just got done exercising like an hour and a half ago. And so I often will wash my face 3 times a day, first thing in the morning. And then if I exercise later in the day. And so I'll talk a little bit about that as I go, but I thought I would just stick on what I call my 5-minute face. And then it made me think I should teach you guys my 5-minute, I call it my Zoom face. So literally CC cream, eyeliner, brow liner, the liquid eyeliner, one color, mascara, and a little bit of bronzer. Just so and I timed myself. It takes me a little longer. It was really like more like 7 minutes because I have to curl my lashes. It takes so long. So I'll teach you that another day. But I'm going to talk about this as so that I can actually show you how to wash off and apply this product. So while I'm just chit-chatting here really fast, when you comment, you get entered in a full-size product drawing. I'm going to do the drawing for the last one that I did on Friday night. I'm going to do it right now from the Spin the Wheel. But while I'm doing that, wherever you are, tell me who invited you. Type that into your comments, or if you're watching from YouTube, let's see, we might have some people watching from YouTube. No, we don't. Oh yeah, we do. So if you're watching from YouTube and you don't have an account, just text your consultant, and then consultants, make sure you tell me your client's name, and I'll make sure everybody gets in the drawing. Okay, and then tell us where you're from. I love to hear where you're from because we are all over. We're like all the time zones. Yes, I'm sorry, it's 10 o'clock in the East Coast. Okay. Then, last thing I'm going to have you type in as you comment. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you. I'm in my jammies. Did I tell you that? I can't remember if I told you that. I don't always wear tie-dye like this, but I love tie-dye. Does anybody else love tie-dye? I go towards it whenever I'm in a store. My husband got me these jammies for Christmas. Tell me one thing, you guys, in the comments, who invited you, where are you from? And if you're a consultant, type your name in too, so I know. And tell me also, because some of you, hi Bridget. You're Shelby's. Oh, I have a special place in my heart for Shelby. Some of you might not have said that it was okay to use your name. You had to kind of click that button. So make sure if I don't say your name, type your name in for me. Then I can actually get your name in the drawing. All right. So what would you change? One thing about your skin, what would it be? And I think, and I'm having you guys do this really more for your consultant than really for me personally. If I am your consultant, then yeah, important. But we have, we get such amazing training. So I've been with Mary Kay for 30 years. I used to be a special education teacher, for those of you who don't know me. Actually, I'll be 31 next week. Will be my in February will be my anniversary. So I can't believe that, but I'm so appreciative of this company. Just as a young woman at 25 years old, I learned how to lead. I learned how to be led. I learned how to run a business, supported our family during different times of unemployment and sickness, and 2 kids that I got to raise. Well, my husband raised them too, but you know what I mean? I got to have choices, and I'm just so grateful. I really do literally like pour out gratefulness for all that I have been able to do, see, experience because of this Mary Kay business. So I'm going to share some things with you guys here. So let me just show you a couple quick things, because some of you have already seen some of these things. Let me go back to the beginning of my little slide here. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. Some of you have seen some information about this already. Maybe your consultant has shared with you a little bit. Maybe you've watched a video. Let me put it this way. No, this way's better, isn't it? Some of you maybe have, used retinol before, so that's good. So in the comments, if you've used retinol before, or you've wanted to, but you've heard like, oh, there's things about it. There are things about it. And I'll talk about what kind of sets us apart and makes us different. And some of the ways I want you to use your consultant as we kind of go along here. So before I do that though, let's go ahead and do the, let me get this up. Let me do my drawing from the last time. I'm going to spin to see who our winner is. And the winner is Gail. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Gail, ta-da, way to go, Gail. I'm going to send you over, or next time I drive by you, I will bring you a goodie. So congratulations, Gail. Super excited for you. She actually started on the Voluform product too. So, okay, girls, got your jammies. You got something to drink. I do. I got my Spindrift. It's good. If you haven't had this, it's really, really good. And let's talk about what is retinol. Retinol is really considered that gold standard product or ingredient. It's a vitamin A derivative. Our bodies make vitamin A, produce it through what we eat, through food and so forth. When we put topical Retin-A, or excuse me, not Retin-A, Retin-A is a brand, retinol, vitamin A derivative, when we put it topically on our skin, what happens is it improves the structural integrity of supporting the production of elastin that makes our skin bouncy, and collagen, which gives our skin firmness. Okay, so what happens as we hit our 20s, you guys, about in our 20s or even a little earlier, gravity's starting to happen. So those of you that are over 40 probably know this. Things start to slide like all over, not just our faces, but things start to slide, right? So the structural integrity of how our skin actually stays connected behind what you see. Elastin, collagen's a protein, really important part of that kind of skin building block. Here's the words I love about this product, you guys. It prevents and it reverses. Prevents and reverses. Like, who would not want prevents and reverses? Now, here's something you got to know about Mary Kay. 31 years, I know these things. Mary Kay does not put out products that are gimmicky and just get you buy it once. We are in business. Look behind me. That's products for all my clients all over the nation. And really, especially with all this virtual, our businesses have exploded across the nation because people are taking better care of themselves. They're home. And because of this virtual, we're able to connect with people like this, which is so exciting. So let's look at our comments really quick. I want to see. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Bridget, Shelby, Debbie. Great to have you on here too. Debbie says that she's never used it. I have really sensitive skin, been afraid to use it, but I'm almost 59 and I'm seeing some wrinkles now. Okay, well, Debbie, that's pretty exciting that you're almost 59 and you're now seeing wrinkles, because that quite often can happen earlier. So I will touch upon sensitive skin. We have ways to help you. Okay, so I'm going to walk you guys through this. So knowing what retinol is, that obviously is important for you to know, but more important really for your consultant to know. So why use retinol? I'm going to show you a couple reasons why. Here's one. This is a good reason why. Let me remove that banner. So this is me without makeup on. We have this thing called a skin analyzer app. I'm going to show it to you in at the end and ask you to do it. If you're going to start with this product, I want you to actually do this skin analyzer app. So you see all these, you can see my pointer. Let me make this bigger. Let's do this. And you can see it a little bigger. So you see all these squiggly lines. These are all wrinkles that the Skin Analyzer app has found on my skin because it literally scans it. Okay, so these are all the wrinkles. Now these right here, this one and this one are my eyebrows that it's picking up. There's one more right here. It didn't pick up. It's this side of my 11 that is deeper, but there's one right there too. It didn't pick it up. But okay, so check this out. So this is October 4th. I was part of the pre-launch team. I started this on the next day, or maybe that night. I can't remember. This is a morning picture. And check this out. After the retinization process, I'll explain that in a sec, up to 8 weeks is what we consider the retinization process. So December 27th, look at this, you guys. Look at my forehead. These little wrinkles, a lot less of them. This side really picked it up. And look at the brightness of my skin, even on a black and white screenshot. That's what that is. So I'm just going to go through these super fast. This is a friend of mine, has melasma, which is a skin tone, melanin kind of causes real patchy dark spots. Sometimes this happens also, maybe not melasma, but for pregnancy mask, sun damage. This will happen with skin. Check out the difference in her skin, you guys. And you see this, all this brownness, and then, is that a word? And then it's starting to go away even here, still dark, but you can see it starting to, you can tell she's a little red here too. I'm going to talk about redness that happens with retin-A quite often, or retinol quite often. And then a little bit less here. And look at this, you guys. She's so happy. She's tried so many things like laser and I mean, all kinds of things. Here's a gal that's a little bit younger than the two of us, my friend Mary Catherine and myself. So you can see the brightness of her skin, the smoothness of her skin, and look at the breakout. Look at the breakout that is so much less that she's experienced between these days. So, okay. So this is my favorite one, my friend Shelly. She is an incredible woman who's been in Mary Kay as long as I have been, has incredible integrity. You guys, these pictures are amazing to me. I mean, check out the firmness, the change in firmness in her skin around her jaw. For those of us that are over 40, this is where you really start to see this kind of like little bit of jowls. And look at the difference here. I love it. I'm sure she's happy. I actually sent her a message today and I said, your pictures are so amazing. So super cool, right? So here's one that's texture, because skin texture is changed because of retinol. What can you expect? Skin texture, skin brightness, skin smoothness, skin firmness, skin elasticity. But look at the texture of her skin here. Lots of very large pores. This is probably caused by sun damage. Sun damage tends to cause pores to be larger. And look at the smoothness of her skin after 9 weeks. I'm sure she's super happy. And here, darker skin tone, so more bronze skin tone. You can see some breakout scarring and the softening of that scarring. It's so sweet, isn't it? And then even a younger gal, I mean, she's got super smooth skin. She doesn't have lines or wrinkles around her eyes, but look at the brightness. So is this product just for women over 40? Absolutely not. Remember, it reverses and it prevents. So absolutely 20-year-olds can use this product. Okay, let's see, where am I at? We talked about that. We talked about that. Who can use retinol 0.5, our set, which I'm going to talk about in a second? Everybody can, unless you are pregnant, lactating, or expecting to get pregnant, or during surgery, like pre-surgery, especially like dental surgery or anything like. And that's partly because of the movement on your face if you're doing any sort of mask or anything like that. That's like a oxygen or so forth. Okay, so let's start with, let me see where I'm at, make sure I'm not forgetting anything in my notes here. Here's something I want to talk about, and I'll do this as I am washing my face. So I'm going to just walk you through this is exactly what you would do. Maybe, oops, it's upside down. Maybe you wouldn't use this exact little headband, and maybe you wouldn't look quite as goofy as me, but I just thought you could all just join me. Let me get it straight though. It should be straight, shouldn't it? Not repping very good here if I'm not straight. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you finally a new cleanser to some of you. It's our Naturally line. And the reason I'm using this one, I know it's hard to see, my light's bright. The reason I'm going to use this one is because it looks so funny. So if we're all together in the bathroom and everything's backwards on my mirror, if we're all together in the bathroom, this is what we'd look like, right? I'm going to get my hair out of the way. The reason I'm going to use this cleanser is because it's really gentle. Not that the other ones aren't. It's just that I just washed my face. So, and I found that this cleanser worked. Oh, I need to take off my eye makeup first, don't I? This cleanser worked really good for me while I was doing the retinization process because my skin got tender and it got red and flaky. And I'll talk about that as we go here, and some ways to counter that. But really, the retinization process is really the best way to get away from that. So oil-free makeup remover, if you aren't using this product, it's a great product. I wear contacts and I use waterproof mascara and I use our liners, which are waterproof. So I'm being gentle. It might not look like I am, but I am. I'm swishing my lashes a little bit because I use waterproof mascara. I need to get like right up underneath those lashes. So when I take off my makeup, you guys, you are going to see, it's hard to do this in a mirror, in a backwards thing. Everything's backwards, it's weird. But when I take off my makeup, you're going to see that I have the same coloring. Like I have what's called a really low contrast, meaning my lids, my lashes, my brows, my skin tone, and my hair are all the same color or tone. Now, those of you that have dark hair and dark lashes, don't have this redness and readiness on your lids. If you do, talk to your consultant. I have so many good tips for that. So many good tips. One, use your foundation a little bit on your lids, let it dry, put eye primer over the top of it, and it will just take that right away. I'm going to leave that on because I want you guys to see what happens. Okay, so eye makeup off. I just killed any little eye mites that live in your lashes. Yes, you have bugs. Go ahead, look it up, and you will see they're called Demodex. You want those out. So I'm going to use the Gentle MK Naturally product line, which is 100% natural, except for this cleanser's 99 point blah, 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 something percent natural. There's one substance in it. So I'm going to put it right on a little cotton pad, and I'm just going to go around my face just like this. And I'm going to just take off. I have CC cream on. That's all I have on. And I'm going to just cleanse my face really gently and just get all that off, because what happens is if you don't wash your face morning and night, you have on your skin at night acts very different than it does during the day. During the day, it uses a lot of energy. Did y'all know that your skin is an organ? Tell me in the comments. Did you know your skin is an organ? Let me look under here. Hi, Davina. Debbie. Oh, I already said hi, Debbie. Thank you. Oh, Debbie, sensitive skin. That's what I was going to say. Debbie, you might want to talk to, I don't know whose consultant you are. Whoever your consultant is, talk to her about the Naturally line. That might be a really good choice for you. So hi, Davina and Bridget again. You've been using the Repair for Well. Great. That's great. That's awesome. And Monica, hi, friend. Okay, so I just went all around with that cleanser. I got all my CC cream off and any makeup left over on my face. At night, what your skin does is it renews itself. So during the day, it needs a lot of energy. And I'm going to use my fun charcoal mask towel and really gentle. I'm going to remove that. You guys see I'm not rubbing my face and I'm not going, that doesn't help your skin. Remember, your elastin and your collagen, they don't renew themselves very easily. They need help. And if you're scrubbing and rubbing, all you're going to do is cause it to be disrupted and not like the elastin just literally pops right out of the fibers. So you want to be really gentle. All right. Oh, I feel so good. Just did this an hour and a half ago. It feels so good. Okay. So at night, my skin now, as I close my eyes and I go to sleep, like all my organs, they are renewing themselves. So you want to increase the ability of your skin, which is your largest organ, to renew itself, repair itself. That's why we have the line that's called Voluform Repair. So let me show you that really quick. One of the things that you do want to use, I'm going to talk about what to use and what not to use when it comes to these products. To use good skincare. the skincare that's right for you. This is the time-wise repair that I think it was it Bridget? Yeah, Bridget, you were just talking about. And this is what I use. Also, this is made for those of us over 40-ish. I call this a more interesting age. Good skincare has cleanser. This is the lifting serum that's made for our age. Day cream, night cream. Because our skin acts different day and night, you need different things. Sunscreen during the day. At night, it helps increase cell reproduction and renewal and repairing. And eye cream. I'm going to talk about that actually next. For those of you that maybe that's not a, but if that's a budget thing for you, that might not fit your budget, or you're under 40, then you might want to use a TimeWise 3D. This too has cleanser, day cream, night cream, eye cream. Okay, so those are your good basics of good skincare. Okay, let me pull this up here so I can have it in front of me. All right, so after you cleanse, like right now my skin feels super snug. So I have normal dry skin. As I become a more interested in it. It's this time of year, definitely. This is the eye cream. This is my eye cream from the Volume Firm. See that little end, that metal end? Can you see that? It has a little like hole in it. I'm going to squeeze out some of that product, and then I'm going to tap it right on. You put this on before. Can anybody guess why I'm putting my eye cream on before I put on my retinol? Anybody want to put that in the comments? Oh, Debbie is Monica is your consultant. Monica is special in my heart too. All my consultants are special to me. You really are. Monica's just on my team. So I got to know Monica as a client before. Now, while I'm doing this and you're telling me why you think it's smart for me to be putting this on before I put on my retinol, let me tell you why I'm using this little end this way. I'm adding more because it just feels really dry today. It's cold out here. Do you guys have cold weather where you are? So this metal end that I'm using feels so good. It has in it metals that are it's called Zamac, zinc, aluminum, magnesium, and copper. Those metals work with the vascular system, and they help with puffiness. They help with the skin, the blood circulation, and it just downright feels good. Let me tell you that. So I use the flat side to put the product on, and then I use the bulbous side to rub the product in. You guys, this is the area that I've noticed the biggest difference in my skin from it. I mean, look at that, you guys. I'm 56. I have very few little lines there, huh? It makes me so happy. All right, Volume Firm Eye Cream. 70 degrees today. Suzanne, that's not even nice. That's not even nice, but I'm glad for you. I am. I'm happy for you. And you're special in my heart too, just so you know. All right, so I did eye cream. Anybody want to tell me why I did to protect your delicate eye area? Yes, that's good. Anybody else? That's probably one of the best answers actually you could give. And here's why. Because this area, you do not want to get any retinol near, none, like zero zip. Because if you do, hang on, I need to move this because I'm going to leave my night cream here in a sec. If you do, obviously it's an active ingredient. It's a pure retinol product. I imagine it would hurt if it got in your eye. So what happens is then it also is going to protect from you getting too close to your eye, but you also do not want any of the retinol on your fingers, any residual on your fingers when you put on your eye cream. So eye cream first helps protect that delicate eye area, like Shelby said, and then it also keeps you from transferring it to your eye area. Okay. Hi, Judy. Okay, let's put on the retinol. Now, when you get your product, yours is going to come in this beautiful box. So the front's going to look like that. And there's going to be this awesome little tracker in here, information and tracker. Let me show you the product in a sec. I'll show you mine. Inside is going to be some really good information. Make sure you read it. But the back has a tracker. I'll show it to you on the actual screen here. You'll be able to see it better. So you're going to be able to track yourself. How often do you do this? So the just took myself out of the thing. Retinization process it's an 8-week train your skin. So you're adapting your skin slowly. This is what separates us from many other, and you get me, your consultant. And if it's not me, you're getting one of the consultants that is brought you here today, who is also getting great education. So we are going to take you through this 8-week process. And you guys hear me, please hear me. because we were on the pre-launch team, all the directors were, and I had director friends that did not read and did not follow directions. Some of us are better at following directions than others, but, they tried, well, let's say, a little more is always better, right? I'm going to do it a little faster. That'll be better, right? No, follow the rules. Follow the directions. I am not necessarily a rules follower, but I also do trust our scientists, and I know that what they're saying is so right on. And then that's been my experience. After one use of this product, one application during my retinization process, I experienced a whole week of what would you call it? I guess results. And some were positive and some were, tender or whatever. And I learned what to do and what not to do. So first week of your retinization, of your 8-week retinization process, what you're going to do is you're going to do one time per week, actually 1 time per week, week 1 and 2. I know, like, how could that actually make something happen? It does. Go slow. Don't be patient. I put the product on the back of my hand. So that's 1 pump. That's a pea-sized. That's all you need. In fact, that's probably more than I need. Okay, face, not throat. And I'll tell you why, because I learned my lesson on the not throat. I put it on the back of my hand, and the reason I put it on the back of my hand is because then if there's any left, and there will be a little left, I put it on the backs of my hands, and I collect this, because then the backs of my hands are, they age so fast, right? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the milk. So this is the pure retinol 0.5. This is called Calm and, oh dear, I always forget the name of it. Calm and Restore Facial Milk. Oh, they didn't say it on the bottle that they sent us early. Calm and Restore Facial Milk. It has fatty acids in it. I won't bore you with the details of what's in it. And I'm mixing it together. You guys, this milk is the game changer. You get the consultant, the retinization process, and the milk. The milk is the Calm and Restore. It has substances in it, lots of botanicals, jojoba oil, sapphire oil, one other oil I can't remember without looking at it. And what's going to happen is that when you then put this from the back of your hand, tap, 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 all over. Everything's backwards. Then very gently, that little pimple right there is going to go away so much faster because of retinol. I'm avoiding my eyes. I'm going right to here. I'm not going down here, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I learned my lesson because I really did read everything. I just missed and didn't recall reading not to do your throat, or to do your throat and décolleté different. So I started doing it exactly the same, and I did another pump and the milk, and I put it all over my throat and décolleté, and that was too much. So this area is different skin. It's much more sensitive. I want to make sure I get right here because I started to get those little lines. Anybody relate to that? Oh gosh, what's the deal? Okay, so I'm making sure I'm going right here, but I'm avoiding my eye area. You guys see that? And all the way out to my jawline, like right here is an area I never knew. Like, this gets crinkly and wrinkly. I'm like, I don't like that. Okay, so then if I was in my bathroom, I would wash my hands now. I still have some on the back of my hand, a little bit. I'm going to go like this with it. And I'm going to get those backs of my hands really good. And I should have just done one so you guys could see the difference. If you do one and compare, it's really quite amazing. I did one for about 6 weeks, and I could see the difference tremendously. Do you have a question, Monica? Oh, you can relate. Yes, that's what you're doing. It's funny because everything comes in, the comments come in a little fast. Okay, the milk. The milk is something you can use all throughout the day, over your makeup gently by patting it. Anytime you feel a little stingy, a little tender, your skin is dry, redness, these are all normal things that happen with retinol. What happened with me, and then I'll tell you what happened with some of my friends. So for me, my skin got snug. Like, I felt like I needed way more moisture than I really need. And the reason is because it's pushing all the dead skin cells to the surface of your skin, moving off the dead surface cells that usually aren't kind of going through the process that fast. So there's a lot of stimulation going on in your skin. It's an active ingredient. So you're moving those skin cells off, and then they're lifting. And that's what causes that flakiness. the active ingredient in stimulating the collagen production and the elastin production can sometimes cause redness and readiness on my throat because I did too much. So what I would do now on my throat is I will do that much. That might even be more. I could do that on my chest too, on my décolleté. And I'm going to mix more milk than I did the first few times, and mix it in really good. And then go over my throat and décolleté. And I'm going to do this probably, I'll keep track a little differently on my tracker, and I'll probably go like 4 weeks. I just restarted this because my throat got really angry, like red, ruddy, blotchy, scratchy, dry skin. I mean, it was mad. I did the biocellulose mask. Awesome product to really hydrate your skin. For those of you that haven't ever used it, you may want to think about trying it during this process because it really is super hydrating and super natural. Not supernatural, super natural coconut water. So this milk, you guys keep it on hand. If you go to work, put it in your bag. If you are at home, just keep it out where you can put it on throughout the day. Put it on again, in the morning. You can put it on before, after your moisturizer. And then, one thing I didn't tell you actually is after you wash, you do want to wait. I think it says 10 minutes. I didn't want you guys to have to wait for me for 10 minutes, but you want to wait about 10 minutes. And then the reason is because the oils will come back to the surface of your skin, and then will just, again, that buffer of this and mix with the retinol. Okay. So now what I would do is then I would do my lifting serum, which I left in the other room. So now I would actually wait a few more minutes, and then I would put on my lifting serum. So let me do this while I put this in here, while I wait just a minute before I put on my lifting serum. Let's talk about what not to do. So those of you that pregnant, thinking about getting pregnant or planning on it, I don't know about thinking about it, lactating, or before surgery. I remember, don't use this product. Talk to your consultant first. So things to avoid during retinization, anything that is exfoliating. So your microdermabrasion you might have in the shower, don't use it. You don't want to use anything exfoliating. The invigorating scrub, facial peel, one of my very favorite exfoliators, don't use that for that 8 weeks. Retinization is 8 weeks. And then some people might need to go a little further. Now you might be tempted, like some of my friends were. You might be tempted to, like, my skin's doing so good by the 4th or 5th week of your retinization. And then you throw in your microderm, and then your skin will be like, ah, or maybe it won't, but don't even test it. Just don't test your skin during this 8 weeks. Let it go through the process. Let it adapt. Let it find the place because everybody's skin's going to be different. I have one friend who has oily skin. She hardly used the milk. She used it at the beginning because it helped with the tenderness. But she said after that, she just really hasn't needed to use it. I've used a lot of my milk, and just throughout the day, especially those first few weeks, probably first 4, maybe 5 weeks. So again, no exfoliation, no peel, no acne medication products. Now, and then no facial, eye petals or patches. I call them petals. The hydrogel eye patches. Now, clear proof mask, you can still put it on one little spot. The clear proof charcoal mask, that won't hurt anything in that one little spot. Okay, so now I will do my night cream. This is my night cream. What I do with my night cream is I put in a couple drops, again, of this natural product, the natural oil product. See if I get my screen's super bright too, so it's kind of hard to see. I love this because look, it's a dropper. And so I can add just a couple drops into the palm of my hand. And I typically don't do this during the day unless I'm in if I'm in Vegas or Idaho or someplace. I live in Seattle, so it's a little bit more, has more moisture here. So I'm pushing down the top of my moisturizer, getting my moisturizer off of there, my night cream. Now this night cream has retinol in it. So when I was going through the retinization process, I didn't use this the same night that I used my retinol. So remember, you're only using it one time the first 2 weeks. So I think it was Mondays. And then I waited till the next Monday. So I didn't do my retinol night cream on the same night I did my retinol product. Why didn't I do that? My skin just didn't like it. It just was not comfortable. It was kind of stingy. I add a little drop of this oil in because I'm just feeling extra dry. And at night, I want to really have lots of hydration. What's the difference between this retinol and the retinol I put on a minute ago? The pure retinol is just that. One's pure retinol that comes in the, I'm trying not to spill things on my desk here. This is 100, this is pure retinol, 0.5%. This is encapsulated retinol. So this is totally different way that it works on the skin. It still increases cell turnover and some other things too, but it is encapsulated so it releases throughout the night. So it has a different purpose. Plus this oil smells so good, you guys. It has almond oils and others. Ask your consultant. Lots of good things in it. I love it, love it, love it. All right. So now I'm hydrated. Oh gosh, you guys, if you could feel my skin, except for right there, it's like super smooth and soft. So nice. And so this is the second I stopped doing my throat when I did my first face retinization, the 8 weeks. I had to stop. I just started it last week. This is my second application with the super small amount and lots of milk, lots and lots of milk. And then tomorrow I'll put more milk on and then I'll moisturize. And I'll probably put a little more on in the middle of the day too. But you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, because if you've never met me, you don't know, but my throat, even in that one application, it's so much brighter. It was kind of red and a little bit ruddy and it just, yeah, not smooth. It was crepey. So I can't wait to see. I'll go that 8 weeks. I'll follow the retinization process on my throat. But again, you're going to follow it, but less product, okay? Less product. More product is not better. More often is not necessarily better either. Follow your tracking sheet. Important, important. Okay, so what I told you what to use. I told you what not to use. Okay, I will tell you one thing. This, out of the natural line again, we have this powder. It's called a natural exfoliating powder, MK Naturally. And this product is really an interesting product. So one of the things that I experienced is I did get quite a bit of flakiness around here and right here. It was so interesting in this part of my face. And so when I did my concealer, it would get caught in all those little crinklies. And it was, it was just like, okay, but I can't microderm and I can't anything. But what I did do is I did a little of this Nourished Naturally powder. And so basically what you do is you put a little powder in your palm. I put a few little drops of the oil in it. You can do just that, or you can put it in your cleanser. But you guys, when I say exfoliate, I mean it's super gentle, like you want to just really gentle. So if you are one of the people, consultants, remember this, if your client is one of the people that really starts to get a lot of flakiness and she's probably 3 to 4 weeks into her retinization, I wouldn't do it the first few weeks and just really is like, I really want to, exfoliate some, kind of move those dead skin cells off, then I would do this before I would do anything else. Even be careful of washcloths. Don't use your spinners or your skin vigorate brushes. Stay away from all those things during your retinization process. Okay? All right, let me make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Is there anything else I want to share with you on here? Oh yeah, I want to share this with you. So this is the Skin Analyzer app. So once you decide that you want to get this product from your consultant, and she will have some sort of special for you, so you talk to your consultant, everybody's a little different. There is an app that you can get, and it's called the Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app. So this is a screenshot of my phone. I just did a search, and then you're going to see this app. Open it up. It's free. And it's going to you're going to take a picture of your face. You have to just get it lined up right. It's going to scan your face for all of these. I don't know if you can read these, but it says uneven skin tone. So mine is low, texture is low, eyes low, almost moderate, and then wrinkles. So each one of these results, when you click on them, it'll show you either a picture or will list the things that it has found on your skin. So when you click on this wrinkles one, you're going to get this picture that you see of mine that I showed you earlier with all these little squigglies. It's going to show you those squiggly, wrinkly crinkly areas. So why is this important? Because you're going to want to see, sometimes when we see ourselves, you know, every single day in the mirror, we don't always notice the improvements of our skin. But if we see it in something that's actually scanning, then you'll be like, what? Here's the key to this though, that you got to get the light right. Like you can't, and do it like they say. I did mine both in the morning. I did them standing in the same place as best as I possibly could, getting the light the same, because then it's going to give you a better read. Same with just a plain before and after picture that you saw some of my friends take. Same thing, take them in a similar time of day, no makeup, hold your face still. I know I look grumpy in my picture because you're holding your face still. So please, please, please do that. And then the other thing I want to tell you, last thing, is that we are going to have a Facebook group that is going to be called the Retinol Skin Revolution. We'd love to add you to it. And we won't inundate you with a bunch of stuff. I'll answer those questions. I'll answer those questions in just a second. Thank you, Suzanne and Shelby. We won't inundate you with a bunch of stuff in that group. It will be for your education, and just some little tips will probably pop in a video here and there just to keep you like, hey, I figured this out, or hey, one of my clients learned this. One of my clients was getting super red and this is what we did, or whatever. So there's going to be a lot of really good education and some fun in there. So Suzanne mentioned vitamin C. So if you're using any sort of vitamin C, we have a vitamin C and E serum. You're going to not use that during your retinization or any other vitamin C topical product. You can take vitamin C, but not topical. Retinol doesn't like that. Once you're past your retinization process, you can start adding those things in. And then you get to decide, you and your skin gets to decide, how often will I then use my retinol? So you're going to do it based on your tracker. Week 1 and 2, 1 time a week with the milk mixed in. Week 3 and 4, 1 time a week with the retinol serum. Wait a minute, then the milk. Okay, that's 2, 3, and 4. You don't have to memorize this. I just want you to know kind of what. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll answer your question too, Debbie. Good question. So for 3 and 4, you're just separating the two, one first and then the second one. Week 5 and 6, you can go to 2 times a week. And then 7 and 8, you can go to 3 to 5 times a week. I would want my clients to stick with 3 until then your skin, then you can add a 4th. And if you're like, this is good, then you want to add a 5th, add a 5th. And then if you start to get a little bit, dry or some redness, then you back off again. Okay, so you will get it. Like I can do now 4 to 5 on my face. I'm still retinizing my throat. Okay. Night cream. You said not to use the night cream over the retinol, but I thought you just did. I did because I'm past the retinization process. Some of my friends were fine with their retinol cream at night. So this is one of those products that you would work with your consultant. If you're using this now, try it. And you can even try just a portion. Like do what you saw me do with the retinol, mixing the 2 products. Wait a minute, and then try a little of the night cream with the retinol in it. And if you're fine, there's nothing happening there, then go ahead and put it all over. I just had to put those little extra drops of oil in there, just added that extra hydration. So if you're oilier skin, you may not need this. If you're dry to normal or you live in a dry area, you may need to have that little extra moisturization. But your consultant's going to keep in really close contact with you. She's going to have timed texts. Like I'm going to teach them how to do it. So she's going to make sure just these reminder texts that she'll keep, not every day, I promise, but when it's needed. And just to make sure that everything is just right. Because with Mary Kay, you're never stuck with the product. And so you get to try this. And literally, if you get to the end of it and you're like, nope, then your consultant is going to give you your money back, or just go shopping and get something different. That's what my clients do sometimes when they switch a color or something. Okay, so let's talk about specials. Your consultants, did I answer everybody's questions? Go ahead and drop them in. Shelby, did I use the milk as your moisturizer on that night, or did I use a different moisturizer? I always use a moisturizer on top of the milk. The milk does not replace the moisturizer. And the milk can be used anytime, all throughout the day, morning, noon, and night. And it doesn't have active ingredients that are more intrusive on the skin. Okay. So again, this is going to be one of those things. Like I said, one of my friends hardly used hers. a little bit during the retinization process. I used mine a lot. Then my friend Diane lives in Idaho where it's super dry and has dry skin. She's almost out of hers too. So these will last you. I believe it's going to depend on, are you a 3 time a week or a 4 time a week or a 5 time, 1 time, it's going to be up to you. Okay, so keep asking questions as you need to. Let me just show you couple more slides to show you the total retail. And you guys go, if you want to go out there and look and see what the prices are. The price is really awesome. I went and looked kind of in the marketplace for the same quality. And remember, you get your consultant, you get the Mary Kay integrity and science behind us, and you get the retinization process with that milk. That's really the big difference. And then here's an idea. I'm all about free. So what if you gathered 3 friends together? Your consultant will give you a half price retinol or $60 free. So basically that's $20 per guest that you bring to her, and you do a virtual or live, if you're wherever you live, experience. And you guys can choose whatever kind of product experience you want, but the friends must be, so here's some disclaimers on this. Your friends must be over 21 years of age, and they must not have a Mary Kay consultant, okay? So make sure that you recognize that. And then your consultant will tell you there'll be a sales limit with that too, like a minimum amount of sales. So every consultant will be a little bit different. So you can get it free, you can get it half price, and you can have fun. I already have a bunch of gals that are like, I'm in. So Debbie, good question. So at the end of the 8 weeks, do you stop? Do I stop, or do I keep doing it 5 days a week indefinitely? No, you don't stop. If you stop, it's going to stop working. It's not like once you retinize, you're done. No, this is then you'll work yourself into whatever, 3, 4, 5 times a week probably is going to be the range for as long as you want. If you ever stop for whatever reason, if you stop using it, you will want to restart the retinization process. Maybe it'll be a little different depending on how much time in between the stopping. But yes, to maintain and to continue the benefits of the active ingredient of retinol topically must be continued. So super good question. So it is indefinitely is the answer. Okay, and then the last thing I want to share with you, please feel free to keep asking questions, is here's something to think about. I've had a couple gals ask me about this. So you love the product, you already believe in the product. Why not be an intelligent customer, share with some family and friends? And here's the deal. When you're an intelligent customer and you share with family and friends, they already trust you. They don't have to go figure out what's out there that works or doesn't work. You get to have them try Mary Kay as a beauty consultant, and you just got profit from that, can pay for your Mary Kay fix. I guess is one way to put it. So if you love your Mary Kay and you want to service a small group of people, be an intelligent customer and create a few fun customers with you. If you want it to be a hobby, you want to make a little extra cash, great. You're going to get your product at free from the profit, depending on what your profit is. And then of course you would have some other gals that you would be then having reorders with, right? Because this product will run out 4 to 5 months. Their skincare will run out depending on what product they use. And so then you're going to be their source, and there's a profit and a little side gig, little side hustle for you. Or if you're like me and some of the gals that maybe your consultant, all the gals that are on here would be more like, we build businesses. This is a business. This is changing lives, enriching our life and the lives of the people that we get to share with. So Mary Kay has an option right now called the eStart for $30. You get to start your business. It gives you a website, credit card processing. You can start sharing right away, and your consultant will teach you how to do this that I just did. Or the eStart plus the starter kit, the full starter kit, which is over $400 worth of products you get in that starter kit. You can ask your consultant more about that. Just remove myself again. You can ask your consultant more about that. If you have more questions, I'm all ready for bed. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry, I went a little over. It's so hard to get everything in and still have a little, extra fun time in there. I'll stay on a couple minutes if you have questions. Consultants, if some of your gals text you questions or comments, just forward them to me. I'll get everybody in the drawing, and I'll do the drawing in the next 24 hours. And I think we are good. Thank you to Debbie, Shelby, Suzanne, Monica, Bridget. You get everybody? Davina. Awesome. Oh, it's so fun. And Tanya, I see you in there. So welcome to all of you, and thank you so much for popping on with me and watching me take off all my makeup. I'm looking crazy. Love you guys. I'll stay on one minute, but if you need to go, see you later. Bye. All right, I see a comment. Oh, you're welcome. Carrie, you're on. Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Bridget. Appreciate it. I'm not going to take off my headband because now my hair is going to be like pointing up. I'm excited too, Bridget. It really truly has been so much fun to see the results of my skin. I'm so happy with the results. I wish I could show you guys better. It's just kind of hard in a, this kind of a situation. So this will be gone probably by day after tomorrow because the retinol just moves it so much faster. And these are so much better. Oh my gosh, makes me happy. Bye, Debbie. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Good night.